Welcome. This is Nancy Murdoch, and today I'm going to discuss with you healthcare policy analysis of the death certificate completion. Let me first give you a little bit of background about our death certificates in the state of North Carolina and who is authorized to complete it. Prior to 2011, nurse practitioners did not have the authority to complete a death certificate. Effective October 1st, 2011, the North Carolina General Assembly session law came into place, and it states that in the absence of a physician or with the physician's approval, the certificate may be completed and signed by an associate physician, a physician assistant, or a nurse practitioner, the chief medical officer of the hospital or facility in which the death occurred, or a physician who performed an autopsy. So why is it so important to have a death certificate and have it filled out correctly? Well, first of all, it provides legal documentation that a death has occurred. Families find it useful and helpful. They need it for things such as planning funerals, closing up their estates, wills. There are a lot of financial and legal implications. Social Security is actually stopped once the government receives the death certificate. This includes payments going to the patient and payments going into their plan. There's a lot of information that is gathered on the death certificate, such as age and ethnicity, and the CDC uses a lot of this information. And it's an ever-changing form. As of 1970, death certificates actually started including things like autopsies. With the onset of HIV and AIDS in 1987, we included that on death certificates. We now have educational levels, so we can track that information, such as if the person attended graduate school and graduated. If the patient was pregnant at the time of death, it is also noted. Statistics on tobacco are gathered from death certificate. The manner of death and whether it was an accident or injury is recorded, and any comorbidities or underlying causes are recorded. So what happens with this data? Well, as I mentioned, the CDC uses a lot of this in their statistics. I pulled right here, you can see a U.S. Standard Certificate of Death, and I just took a little snapshot of it. It has two sections that list, like, number one, the immediate cause of death, and number two, any comorbidities that may have caused the death. So this is very helpful for gathering data for the CDC. It's important wherever you decide to practice, if you are becoming a nurse practitioner or if you are a nurse practitioner, to know what your state allows you to do with regard to death certificates. In the state of North Carolina, nurse practitioners are practicing under restricted state law, and under this law they have a collaborative agreement with their physician that they can have full ability to sign death certificates. This neat little handy-dandy circle wheel, I found that is actually on the AAPN website. I am not a nurse practitioner, so those of you who are a nurse practitioner, it is available to you on your website, those who join. I found it on the Barton website, so it is a neat little website that if you click on it, and I'm going to move it over to here because I already have it clicked for convenience, it'll show you what you are able to do in each state. So like if we click on North Carolina, it tells you that we have restricted privileges, and if we scroll down we can see that we have full capability for a nurse practitioner to sign death certificates. So that's very helpful to know what kind of scope of practice you have. I made a pie chart to kind of discuss who is authorized to sign death certificates. So I already told you guys that we have full capability to sign a death certificate for nurse practitioners in the state of North Carolina, and actually 56% of the states have full privileges. Restricted privileges is defined as only a licensed physician can sign a death certificate. That's still quite a few people. I mean, quite a few states. 40% of the states are on a restricted capability, meaning that physicians can only sign death certificates. Approximately 4% of the United States have nurse practitioners under a reduce, which means that they have to work collaboratively with their physician with each death to have that signature. So I found this neat little question and answer completion of a death certificate, and I thought it was very helpful. So it asks, like, if you are the nurse practitioner caring for this patient and you are not completely sure of the cause of the death, should you sign it? The answer is yes. You must sign the death certificate with the best judgment. The next question was, should I have a medical examiner determine the cause of death? And no, this adds time and cost and it impacts the family. The average cost of having a medical examiner determine the cause of death is about $300. So, true or false? Do I have an obligation to make sure that I select the exact cause of death? And this is just a reminder that false. It is a legal document when you fill out a death certificate. It provides medical opinion and is not like doing an autopsy. It is your opinion based upon your diagnoses that what this patient died from. The last question is very important to know is true or false. I have as much time as needed to fill out the death certificate. Not in the state of North Carolina. It requires you to fill out the death certificate within 3 days. So why is it so important for expanded authority for nurse practitioners to sign a death certificate in North Carolina? What did this do for patients? Well, it really impacts the rural communities. In North Carolina, the Board of Nursing, the nurse practitioners are able to sign them. And this is, so many of our patients are in the rural area. We noticed that the North Carolina Medical Board actually receives complaint because there are multiple delays in certificate completion. So having that extra level, that person who is being the primary care provider for the patient, it is ideal. More and more nurse practitioners are going into the rural areas and doing palliative care. So that is nice that they are able to do that. The cost of delays impacts families as the law states it must be completed within 3 days. There are also religious implications for a death certificate to be completed in a timely manner. Jewish burials, they like ideally to be done within 24 hours, although that's not always done. And Muslim burials, for respect purposes, they like it done within 72 hours when possible. Delay in death certificates can delay the burial of that patient. So what is my proposed modification? The proposed modification that I have is the authorization to sign death certificates for nurse practitioners should become a federal law, not just a state law. Why is that important? It would help to standardize the authorization of completion of death certificates. Nurse practitioners are typically the persons who are treating the patients in rural areas, and they're the most familiar with the patients and their families. It's kind of ironic to have somebody who has not even cared for this patient to fill out a death certificate. And so having a physician who is not locally there to see the patient, it doesn't provide any benefit. Healthy People 2020 promotes greater access to health services for patients, and their focus really has been on primary care provider being there for the patients. And so the primary care provider is the ideal person to fill out the death certificate. In some areas, such as rural areas, physician presence is really limited. So I like this little quote by Ben Franklin. In this world, nothing is certain but death and taxes. Steps for implementing modification. First of all, so what can we do to maybe get this to become a federal law? First of all, I would start at the state level. I know that we already have it passed, but lobby our North Carolina members of Congress. Encourage organizations to support them so that we can move forward. Having the AAPN, they have a team, a lobbying team that can represent us or represent nurse practitioners. So that would be one avenue to go. Once the bill is proposed, it needs to go through the Congress, through the state and the House of Representatives, and then it needs to have presidential signature. Obstacles. There's a lot of obstacles in our way. I showed you earlier the numbers, the percentage. There's 40% of the states that do not have this privilege of having death certificates filled out by nurse practitioners. A lot of it lies in the fact that there are physician supervision regulations in those states. There's also some debate of loss of financial gain for physicians if they give up this collaborative agreement. Physician organizations often do not approve of the expanding nurse practitioner scope of practice either. So there are some obstacles and things that we will have to be up against for nurse practitioners to get this passed as a federal law. So in conclusion, in the 2011 General Assembly, North Carolina Session Bill was passed into law, allowing nurse practitioners to complete death certificates. A federal law would give a more standard authorization for nurse practitioners to complete death certificates. And advanced practice nurse groups need to work to lobby their representatives to make this happen. Thank you for your time.